How do you become one of those guys who's actually getting massive results when they're practicing? One of those people we call talented. Well, some people, they develop in the right way, take the right path, the most effective path, simply by intuition or luck, if you will. And so they get momentum, they get results, so they get even more motivated, so they get the identity of being one of those guys who's talented because everybody tells them so. So they get even more results. That's the path you want to enter into. And we can do that by being conscious about the principles that will actually get you there. But it's not enough to know the principles. You must take these principles and then convert them into an actual practical practice plan and then follow through on it. That's the way to get to the top level. The first thing you must implement into your practice plan and your actions is the perfect way of practicing the technique. You must know exactly what goes on. How do you perform the technique with accuracy and precision and maximum speed? And how do you practice that? What is actually going on within alternate picking? How do you need to practice legato? What is legato? What is the actual left-hand discipline that you need to become very good at? And what are the core exercises that, when looped, can actually give you fast results? The second thing you need is the principles of rapid progress. And most people are totally unaware of those. Or they're aware of them, but they're not using them. Those who are using them intuitively are the people we call talented, because those are the ones who just go right to the top the fastest way possible. But by being aware and conscious of them, we can ourselves also have that rapid progress. But the magical thing about them is that each and every principle you see right on the screen here will at least double your progress. And I'm not exaggerating in any way. It's quite the opposite. Some of them will give you 3, 4, 5 times the amount of progress. But when you apply them all at once, you'll get a massive amount of progress, because they each influence each other. So if you apply one principle and get twice the results, then you can take those twice the results and double those by applying an extra principle. And so it goes with an exponential growth curve. The third thing you need is the strategy for ultimate results. And this is modeled from people and myself who actually have some results, right? And you have too. But what did you do when you achieved what you wanted? And this formula goes for everything in life. And I've been spending the last 30 years refining and defining what goes into that strategy. And it's all about how you want something and then how to get it. And how you face the challenges along the way, how you find the right strategies that work. This course contains the strategy that work, but you still have to, walk the path of refining everything so it fits your personal life, your specific challenges, and your specific preferences. And that's what the third part is about. And the third part is also infused because into that practice plan, because we ask ourselves, how do we convert this to actual action? How do I make sure that I use this strategy of ultimate results every single day, every single week and month? The fourth and last thing you need is the ability to break through. And this is simply built on the principle that if I lost all my skills today and I had to go back and build them all again over the next 24 months, then it would be a frustration-free process. Because I wouldn't have any of the uncertainty that I had back then. I would know exactly what happens when I do X. I would know the precise relationship between the cause and the effect. So I would simply just start building it, and I wouldn't be frustrated because my expectations would be aligned completely with the results I had, right? So if you know how to break through, it means that you know the path ahead, and you can simply just walk it step by step until you reach your destination. It's as simple as that. But because we are uncertain, we don't know what to expect, we don't know how to do things, then we get frustrated, we get hopeless, we drop in and out of it all the time, and there's drama, and it's like, right? But if you know the road ahead and what to expect, you can have as little drama as possible, as little frustration as possible, and as much certainty within you that you'll just walk directly, break through the wall completely, and just claim your results. So how do we do this? Well, we start the 8-week process with a webinar where I'm going to lay out the whole process for you, and then you can ask questions directly to me. We're also going to look at the first technique, alternate picking, and we're going to dissect it with slow motion, close-ups, and I'm going to tell you every single little challenge and part of performing the technique so we can get started. We'll also look at the first part of the practice planning process, and you'll do your first assignment to get clear on the first couple of principles that we're going to use. But you won't just look into a specific area or specific technique with specific exercises. Each and every week we'll give you 3 different things. You'll receive 6 speed licks, and if you don't know what that is, please go back and watch the free lesson on that. And 1 power rhythm, and the same goes for this if you don't know what a power rhythm is. And then you'll receive 1 linear solo and a jam track. So there's plenty here to keep you busy. And then we'll attack the 4 essential areas 2 weeks at a time as we build our personally tailored practice plan. After the first 4 weeks, we'll do another webinar where we'll evaluate on the process, the results you've gotten, and any questions you have. And in the last webinar, after the 8-week process is over, we will talk about how to ensure momentum, how to keep the process going so you don't stop. And then you'll be able to watch the whole course online, download every lesson, and see the recorded webinars for the rest of your life. It's a lifetime access. The most amount of work involved in this process for me has been in the preparation of the whole course. So you'll quickly find that the 90 minutes of video and the PDFs you get every week is crammed with information. It's fast, it's to the point, because I've forced myself to really focus on taking so much information and then, putting it into that 90-minute format, so I don't waste a second of your time. What you'll end up with after this 8-week process is total clarity as to how to perform each technique, how to mix and blend them freely, how to practice them in the most effective way possible, and you'll have a tailored practice plan specifically for you that will contain the practical aspects of each of these 4 elements that you can use over and over again until you reach your destination. I promise you that if you'll do this, if you'll immerse yourself in this 8-week process and actually use the practice plan in the weeks and months to come, you will get results vastly faster than anyone around you, guaranteed. So I look forward to seeing you in the program so I can work with you on building the skill level of your dreams.